Okay, welcome everyone. I'm Ben, this is Matt, and this is Hannah. Unfortunately, our colleague Tanya is running late, so we're just going to have to start without her. In Copenhagen, some students conducted a remarkable experiment. They placed green footsteps on the pavement leading to the garbage bins. The result? 46% reduction in the amount of litter on the surrounding streets. Turns out people in Copenhagen do care about having clean streets, they just needed a little nudge. This really demonstrates the powerful impact a small prompt can have on our actions.
Every day we're making transport choices about how we get from A to B. I mean, how did you get here this evening? Did you drive, walk, ride a bike? How did you actually come to this decision? I'm guessing you probably thought about the time it would take you to get to the theatre. Then you factored in the overall cost of the journey. Of course you considered your environmental footprint. You probably considered the implications on your health, personal safety, whether the journey would bring you joy. Probably not. I'm guessing you didn't consider any of those things. I'm guessing you didn't really think about the journey much at all. That's really at the heart of our challenge. How do we get people to consider their transport choices? Consider if the option they're choosing is really the best option for them. Well, we have a solution, the Newy nudge. The Newy nudge is a strategy that uses research-based behavioural insights to prompt people to stop and consider their transport decisions. This is done through the application of a nudge, a simple, indirect suggestion, just like you saw with the bins in Copenhagen. Now, as a civil engineer myself, faced with a transport challenge, it's very tempting to come up with a grand infrastructure project for Newcastle, but that's not what we've done. That's already being done. What we've done instead is propose a complementary solution that increases the effectiveness and uptake of new infrastructure projects and utilises existing infrastructure more effectively. The Newy nudge is based on 6 core principles. It's passive and respectful. No one is disadvantaged, and it's easy to avoid. Basically, what I'm trying to say is we're not fining or penalising people here. No one is worse off under this strategy. Finally, it's targeted, measurable and adaptive. We target specific transport goals. Then we measure the effectiveness of the nudge in the field using real data. That data then provides feedback to decision makers on consumers' preferences. We then adapt the nudge accordingly, so it's an evolving process. Technology is advancing rapidly. Our transport options are changing rapidly. Newcastle is the place it's happening. So how do we get people to stop and consider their transport choices? Well, we just give them a little nudge in the right direction.
Hey guys, I decided to take the car and now I'm stuck in traffic. It doesn't look I'm gonna make it there on time. I joined 75% of people in the Hunter who still drive to work. You may not see this as a problem, but the population is expected to grow more than 20% in the Hunter over the next 20 years. The new university will accommodate 2,500 people. The airport is upgraded to international, and 95% of population will live within 30 minutes. Imagine all these people using the car. We want to prompt people to consider their transport choices and make the best choice given their circumstances. Okay guys, I still have to find a place to park. Good luck with the presentation.
Thanks, Tanya. Good luck finding a park. It's an exciting time in Newcastle. Driverless cars might be being trialled here. Hundreds of millions of dollars are being invested in transport solutions. But as you'd all be aware, change in Newcastle can be contentious. The FIGs, the rail line, V8 supercars. Changes like reducing people's parking options in order to encourage mode shift is likely going to be just as contentious. So, how do we encourage people to use the new transport solutions? Well, we give them a little nudge in the right direction. I'm an economist, and I'm sorry to tell you guys, but we've been lying to you all along. People aren't rational, constantly calculating their maximum utility in order to make decisions. We're instinctive and have cognitive biases. The Newy nudge isn't about telling people what to do or what to think. It uses research-driven behavioural insights to target a range of goals, such as reducing congestion or encouraging mode shift to public transport or cycling. These are goals in the Hunter Regional Transport Plan. The opportunity to use the Newy nudge in transport are limitless.
The Newy nudge can be implemented in a variety of different ways. Imagine, on the side of a parking meter, an image of a garbage bin filled with money. When you buy a ticket, how would this make you feel? Would it make you feel like you're throwing your money away? I know, personally I would. The aim of this image is to prompt you to think about the costs involved with driving and to consider if driving is the best option for you. This targeted nudge aligns directly with one of the goals in the Hunter Regional Transport Plan. This goal is to encourage mode shift to the public transport within the city centre. Billboards and electronic signs can also be used to challenge commuters to consider which transport option is best for them, or to encourage commuters to better utilise existing infrastructure. Electronic signs can be used to target commuters based on real-time data. For example, during peak hours, the sign could display what time of day when the road was empty and there were no traffic delays. This nudge may prompt commuters to travel at different times. This would better utilise the road network by distributing traffic load, and they also may delay the need for expensive road construction. The Newy nudge can integrate within the Newcastle Smart City strategy. Smart parking and traffic sensors are planned to be installed within the city centre. These will assist commuters to better handle congestion, accidents and parking issues. The Newy nudge can integrate this data into existing applications such as Google Maps. It can challenge commuters to assess which transport option is best for them based on real-time data. For example, if a commuter only has a short journey where there is limited parking available, a message could pop up on Google Maps, would you rather walk? This challenges the commuter to consider if walking is the better option, and potentially mode shift away from driving. These are only 3 examples of the limitless possibilities of the Newy nudge.
On your way into the theatre this evening, some of you may have noticed a small sticker on the stairs indicating the amount of energy you're expending as you climbed. What you were actually witnessing was a simple example of the Newy nudge in practice, designed to prompt you to consider the health implications of taking the stairs. The next time you have a choice between taking the stairs or taking the lift, will you reflect on this prompt? Will you at least pause to consider it? The Newy nudge applies simple, indirect suggestion to prompt people to consider their transport choices. It's cost-effective, complementary to infrastructure spending, and it can be implemented now. So, as technology is advancing and people's attitudes and behaviours are slower to change, how do we get people to consider the journey? The Newy nudge. Thank you for your time this evening, and I hope we've managed to nudge you in the right direction.